Ayo, what's poppin', my breadcrumbs? Hi. So today, I had this idea for a while to make this video. Well, for a while, I mean, a couple days ago, I got this idea, but I thought, I don't think I need to. But then I just saw something and I recommended that I finally just had to talk about it. And you might be asking, well, what are you talking about? Yeah. So this is what's been bothering me for these past couple days. Nobody's like shutting up about Pokemon, and it's crazy. I mean, it's just it's like fucking insane. It's like it feels like everybody's talking about this. And I get it because this is a pretty big deal because of the situation between her and Fed a while back, and now it's this, which is Fed coming back accidentally, all that stuff. But what bothers me so much about this is like people are making non-stop videos about it. And look, to get this out of the way, obviously anyone with a brain knows that Pokimane is in the wrong in the situation. Like texting a guy like that, we're kind of stupid. Believe it or not, we're actually really not really stupid, but we're I think on average we're probably more stupid than women. So when a girl starts texting you like that, I mean, what are you supposed to think? But with that out of the way, I think it's still really annoying how much people are talking about this. And I'm not necessarily annoyed that multiple people are talking about it. Everybody has the right to make a video about this, but it's how many videos they're making on it. I think a prime example of what I'm talking about is Kavos, and I enjoy his videos, but I have noticed he seems to jump on like this hype train whenever one pops up. For example, back in, when was it, 2017, he was basically sucking IDubbbz's cock when he made the content cop about RiceGum. But then when the whole simp thing happened, all of a sudden IDubbbz is this terrible person and all this, and his career should be ruined. What? And so here we are now with Pokimane, which he never supported Pokimane in the past, so it's not like the same thing with IDubbbz. But he has made 3 separate videos on this. One was about 2 weeks ago, as you can see here, and then another 6 days ago, and then a day ago. Although I think that would be 2 days a week and however many days in 2 weeks now, because I put this together yesterday and I'm just recording now. So I get he's trying to keep up with the story, but if you notice someone like Scarce, which I do watch Scarce because it's pretty interesting to see what's going on in the YouTube drama scene. Scarce has only uploaded 2 videos of Pokimane, but they also include different stories. And Scarce doesn't report on it immediately. He does wait a little bit, and I think he does this to get more information on the topic, which makes sense. But then you have people like Kavos and like Pegasus. I don't know if anybody watches him, and YouTubers like that. And I'm not necessarily calling anyone out. It's just they're just examples of this. And as soon as something new, it's just video. And I get it, but it's kind of annoying because as people who watch your channel, they don't want to just constantly be seeing Pokimane. And someone like Optimus, he's made a few videos on this too. But the difference between Optimus and the other YouTubers is Optimus makes like 50 videos a day. So there's more content, and you can basically choose to watch the Pokemon videos or not, which you can do that with anyone. But the difference is that's their video for however many days, right? And so I guess, you know, all in all, my problem with it in general is just like basically no one's shutting up about it. And it's like, look, okay, we get it, it's a big story, but at this rate it's kind of like just wait for the story to finish and then just kind of make a summary on it, because updates are cool, but if you want updates, you don't go to a commentary channel, you go to Scarce or Keemstar. If you want just the whole, okay, this is what happened, and, you know, just a basic kind of summary of drama, then you go to the commentary channel. For example, Leafy would make like, hey guys, I don't know if you heard about this, but, you know, blah, 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 and this is what happened, and blah, 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 and this is how it finished. So, and although that's not always the case, most of the time it is. And I think if anybody wants, like I said, constant updates, they'd go to a news channel. And also with the whole situation, there's kind of a sense of hypocrisy, because it's like a lot of these commentary channels, they're like, we are against cancel culture, which, you know, anyone should be, because cancel culture is like the stupidest thing on earth. But then they sit here and they make 3 or 4 videos about Pokemon, and that just makes absolutely zero sense to me, because it's like, okay, so you're basically against canceling people, but then you're trying to ruin her career? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm not a tier 3 sub Discord mod, but I think, you know, obviously she shouldn't be left off scotch-free. She's allowed to be criticized. Obviously, people should be criticizing her, because it'd be like if I were to just start rubbing up against a girl. She thinks, oh, okay, so this guy is obviously interested in me, and then after she makes a move, whoa, what are you doing? You know, it makes no sense, right? Because it's like, well, you're the one making the moves, and in the text, Pokemon's calling him like honey bun, and it's kind of cringe, not gonna lie, but it's shit like that. So, and then trying to come out and say, oh, well, he was making unwanted advances and stuff like that. It just, you know, obviously she's just trying to defend herself in a way that doesn't make any sense. But although, yes, she should be criticized and all this, making 300 videos on her, it's going to make people start the whole trend of, well, let's start, you know, disliking everything, and let's go and raid her chat and all, and, you know, you get that kind of horde mentality going. I mean, that's exactly what happened with, you know, like, basically after a content cop, that's what happened. But the difference is, that was Idubbbz's community that would go and do that. Idubbbz didn't really want that. Meanwhile, with these people, it's almost like they do. And although I'm, you know, kind of assuming there, it's like if let's say that when I did that whole content cop thing on Mr. Fast, that's like if I made a content deputy and then a content nuke and then a content winter soldier and all that. You know, and obviously I don't have like a fan base or anything, but at that point, if I did, people would start being like, oh, this guy's actually an asshole. So, you know what, let's just unsubscribe, let's dislike all his videos, let's get him out of the recommended. And what these people don't realize is, yes, Pokimane did a shitty thing, but, I mean, this is her living. So, if you get her to a point where she doesn't make any money, and which obviously all the simps are going to stay with her, so she's basically set. But let's say that they don't, right? Well, then what happens? She gets like her, what do you call it, financial base ruined. And, you know, I know that's kind of a consequence of what she did, but, I mean, going after someone's financial base is kind of a shitty thing to do, and before anyone tries to tell me, yes, I know she did that with the one guy that made the joke video, and she went after his sponsors. So I guess it's kind of karma for her. But I still think it's kind of wrong to do that. It's just kind of like, all because someone does something to someone else doesn't mean you need to do it to them. And look, I'm not trying to be Mr. Nice Guy over here, but, you know, I'm just saying, in general, it's kind of a shitty thing to do. And honestly, at this point, I think this drama is just kind of old. No one really cares anymore. At least I don't. You know, there's people that are obsessed with drama, and that's them. But I think regular people at this point are just kind of over this. So I think the videos just kind of need to stop, and it's just, I think the only person that should, or the only people that should keep reporting on it are like the news things, because that's what they do. But honestly, people just kind of need to move on from this. It's boring, it's annoying to see it in the recommended at this point. And yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, how else do I put it? It's old. And yeah, and honestly, it's not even that interesting of a situation anyways. Like, ooh, a drama from 5 months ago is churned on your head. I mean, that sounds like a shitty sequel right there. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed my rant, basically. I don't know what this was. It was just kind of a thing. But yeah, kill yourself.